Hello Twin Flames, and here we are with this week's card reading. We start with the Romance card, which is the very best place to start with Twin Flames. So in the Divine Feminine's cards this week, we see a connection with romance, and of course, if you've not got it yet, you can always subscribe to the Romance Attraction e-course at Twin Flames Universe. That's a beautiful course that teaches you the art of romance, the art of attraction with your twin flame. And so signing up there means that you can really receive and go deep and study how to magnetically attract your twin flame. Perhaps that's what you're focusing on this week. And of course that includes self-romance. So learning how to love yourself and romance yourself. So that energy is coming up really strongly in your union. Let's look at the next card for Divine Feminines, and we've got, this is a bit of a classic, isn't it? Digging, spying on the masculine through social media. And we can see the expression in this lady's face is somewhat stressed. So the more we dig, the more we try to find out what's going on, the more we're really controlling the union or what's going on in the union. And of course, this digging card comes under the category of obsession. And obsession is really just an energy of trying to get something outside of you, trying to get a feeling, trying to get what you need from your twin flame. And that is always going to lead to a feeling of stress, because what you need is not outside of you. And that's why you're stressed. You cannot control another. You cannot lean on another to give you what you want. You are responsible for giving yourself the feelings in your heart that you're needing. And of course, when we use the mirror exercise, we learn that whatever we're feeling upset about on the outside is actually an inner relationship that we are not quite loving on the inside. So use the mirror exercise and find out what you are trying to get through this looking on social media, and give that to yourself. And if you don't yet know how to do that, I'd be happy to show you. You can book a free consultation with me. I've got a half-price introductory session, so go ahead and take advantage of that, and I would really happily show you. The mirror exercise is miraculous because it will remake your whole consciousness from one that is experiencing fear to one that experiences peace. And peace is really what attracts your true twin flame to you, and it brings you this beautiful romantic feeling that we see here. So as you can see, the energy is very different between the two. One is light and playful, and one is really heavy and upset. So don't worry if you're experiencing this. It's just something to heal on your journey, and when you do, you'll be free. You'll be free from that. So the next card for the Divine Feminines is the Confused card. And it makes sense to see that here with these two energies, which is, on the one hand, I'm experiencing or feeling all of this romance, and yet I'm not able to access it. I'm not able to get it. I'm in a state of confusion. And confusion is really just trying to think your journey. Your mind, your thoughts can't tell you how to complete this journey. We learned that in the teachings of union at Twin Flames Universe. And so it really is a question of learning how to connect with your heart and learning how to love yourself properly, which is what is taught there. And so it's really a question of just learning and being guided. Maybe a bit of support is needed here on how to come out of your mind, how to connect with your heart, and how to heal the feelings and the confusion that you're experiencing. Confusion means a lack of clarity. So if you need clarity, you're going to need peace, because clarity comes with peace. So now let's see what the Divine Masculine is up to. And we move up to the first card, which is Detached. And it says no longer needing things to work out a certain way, going with the flow. So the masculine is feeling detached from needing the outcome to be a particular way. So they're experiencing a disconnection from that codependence that we see with the digging and the obsession. It's really the other side of the coin. So while the Divine Feminine is very trying to get something, the masculine is moved into the opposite feeling of being detached. And so really it's a question of healing the entire pattern so that you come together and you can partner. But at the moment the masculine is just getting on with life, going with the flow, and obviously is not getting involved with a codependent form of connecting, which is what that digging is. So let's look at the next card, and we've got willpower. Now willpower, I'd probably use the word persistence, commitment, determination, and yeah, willpower is used, yes, with the body, also with the mind, and regulating what thoughts you allow in, and realizing that you do have power to choose what you focus on. And willpower as well is definitely important when it comes to healing. It's important when it comes to living a really healthy life, one that is aligned with what you desire and what you need. And so it looks like the masculine this week is really focusing on leading a healthier life, focusing on mastery and applying spiritual principles in his life, and perhaps focusing on his physical well-being at this time. Let's look at the last card here. And the main block coming up for the masculine this week is abandonment. So codependency, feeling left out, fear of being left. And that might be why the masculine is really focusing with willpower on self-love, is because he's realizing that abandonment is a self-abandonment. So perhaps he's focusing on his own well-being and creating a really healthy relationship with himself and a healthy relationship with love, so that he can heal that inner abandonment. And of course, you know, in your union, what one is experiencing, the other one is also. So by trying to get love outside of you through another person, it's about realizing that there's been a self-abandonment, that if you go within and you connect with that inner part of you that is feeling abandoned, and if you deliver love there through the mirror exercise, that you will no longer have that abandonment feeling running your life. And that's what leads to peace. So now let's look at the union cards for this week. And we start with the Take Action card. I like to pull from this card deck when you might have a question in your heart and you want the answer, and it gives you a nice straightforward answer. So is there something that you're asking, something that you don't know if you should do or not? The card here is Take Action. And of course, always be in integrity. Don't do anything that would be illegal or cause any harm. But if you have got an idea in your heart that you would like to do something or share something or begin something in your life, learn something, maybe it's healing, maybe it's working with a coach, maybe it's taking one of the courses at Twin Flames Universe, maybe it's a new career, a new life purpose, a new business you want to set up, then of course it's time to take action. It's time to follow through there. It's time to move forward. So it's a great card to see. The next card we see here is Surrender the Idea You Can Fix Someone. Really important topic. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And I feel like this might be for the Divine Feminine this week. That feeling confused and trying to dig for answers might mean you're trying to control your experience, your journey, or what's happening to your Divine Masculine. But you can't do that. You have to let them go through their healing journey. And by the way, the healing happens simultaneously. So you can choose healing for your union. And when you choose healing, you automatically choose healing for your Divine Masculine, because you act as one. And a choice of love is always going to be more powerful than a choice of fear. So you can't fix them directly, but you can heal the wounds within yourself. And you can do that. You can take action today. And the last card for this week is this beautiful card, Full Moon in Gemini, which of course is the twins. So that's a lovely synchronicity. And it says the answers you need are coming. So be patient. And it looks like there's a shift on the way, and an answer to your question may be here in this reading, or may be due very shortly. So wishing you a great week and see you soon.